Have you ever found yourself facing a problem that seems unsurmountable, where you just go totally blank and you don't find the solution at all? It seems like all doors are closed. If you are going through this kind of situation, or if you would like to know how to handle these situations, this video is for you. Hi, my name is Vidya Krishnaswamy, and today I'm going to tell you how to handle situations that seem like Mount Everest. When you face a problem that seems insurmountable, your brain gets into overdrive. It gets into the task of exaggerating the situation, making the situation appear far worse than it actually is. And what happens as a result? You feel overwhelmed, frustrated, defeated, helpless, and also like a loser. Now, our brains have a tendency to exaggerate the difficulties we face. They magnify them until they seem like there is no end to them. And this can lead to feelings of frustration, failure, and also make one feel like they have reached a deadlock situation. It's like the brains have a megaphone for negativity, wherein they amplify every worry and every doubt until they mask everything else, they drown out everything else. But what if I told you there's a way to overcome this exaggerated perception of problems? Now, if we approach this situation with awareness and maintaining a sense of calm, you can begin to break down the problem into manageable parts. Okay, let's get into the details. So, here's what we can do in those situations. First up, let's figure out what's lurking in those corners of uncertainty, in those corners of impossible situations, seemingly impossible situations. Okay, so let's break it down into two parts. What part of the problem do you not have a clue about? Okay, so this is the first part. Make it into two parts and write down this first part or make a mental note. So, what's the question? What part of the problem do you not have a clue about? Think of it like exploring a mysterious cave, wherein you shed the torchlight on each part one by one and make your way through the dark places. So just one step at a time and more focus on each problem. When you do this, you may not be able to see the entire picture coming together, entire picture of the solution coming together, but you certainly see the step just ahead of where you are. Okay, now on to the part where you can roll up your sleeves and actually get down to business, which means what is it that you can actually tackle? What is it that you can tackle head on? Now, picture it like assembling a puzzle. Focus on those pieces that you can work with, which are already there with you, and certainly not on the ones which are missing. The missing parts are dealt with through our first question, right? Through the first part that we already put on the other side. Now, in this part, it is about identifying the pieces of the puzzle that you can work with. And in both the scenarios, you should identify the people, the resources that can help you in problem solving, whether you are doing it on your own or taking somebody's help. In both the scenarios, identify the options that are there with you to work with. This is especially true in case of that part where you need to seek somebody else's help. Because you are depending on somebody else, you may want to identify more than one option from where you can get help. It could be a YouTube video, it could be a coaching program, it could be a book, a self-help book, it could be your friends, relatives, okay, anybody that can help. So have more than one option where you can seek help. Now, coming to the parts that you yourself can do, there also have different ways of tackling the issue, because you are alone in handling this part. It is easy to get frustrated and declare that this problem is too difficult to solve. Okay, again, remember that the brain exaggerates the negative scenarios, and when you're working alone, the tendency to lean towards the negative aspects are more, and hence when you are breaking the problem itself, you identify more ways of getting closer to the solution. So even when you are doing solving it all by yourself, plan more ways of solving that part which you can handle yourself. By doing that, you will not be short of resources. If one technique does not work, you will have the next one to proceed. Okay?
So apply this approach whenever you feel overwhelmed with a problem and see how it goes. Until you try something, you will not know whether it works or doesn't work for you. This has worked for many people. I hope it works for you as well. Comment on this post as to your experience in applying this approach, and I'll get back with another useful podcast or a video. Till then, take care of yourself.